Good morning, Pure Peace Life Coaching friends and family. This is Tahira West, CEO and owner of Pure Peace Life Coaching. I trust everybody's having a fantastic day. So today's topic is reciprocity. What's reciprocity mean? So basically, it's the balance between giving and getting. So in my group that I'm running right now called Manifesting Love, what's showing up in the group is that I have a few women, myself included, who are extreme professionals at giving, but not great at getting. Why? In many cases, a lot of people who are extreme givers, chances are somewhere in their childhood, they felt like that's the safe thing to do, to give. Because, perhaps like in some cases, it was told like, okay, asking for what you want may be selfish, or expecting somebody to give you something in return could be selfish. So we take that to the extreme sometimes, right? We don't realize that there's a balance, because there's absolutely nothing wrong with asking for what you want. Nothing at all. You should be able to communicate clearly. This is what it takes to keep me happy. This is what it takes to have me feel acknowledged. This is what it takes for me to feel comfortable and like there's balance. There's nothing wrong with that. Don't give to get, that's not cool. If you're going to give something and you're going to do something for someone, be genuine about it, right? And I think that a lot of my givers they've mastered that. They have mastered that art also to a fault, right? Because they give. And even when they're tired and bankrupt and really don't have anything left to give, they still do that. And they basically allow people to take withdrawals from them, knowing that they don't have the energy. And because they're not speaking up for themselves, they just kind of become unfulfilled. So the way to handle that, not being bankrupted, is to make a request and say, hey, look, you know what? Like, I enjoy doing these things for you. Like, there's no doubt about it. But here's what it's going to take for me to feel balanced. And it's worth it. It's really worth the conversation. Recently, I had to have that conversation. And honestly, I was very scared, because what came up for me is that, if I were to say, like, well, I need... So for me, for instance, communication is key. So like calling, not all the time, but like just checking in, little text messages, just basically checking in on me. That's something that shows like I am thought about and that I'm appreciated. And although that's not a huge request, I was still scared to make it. And the truth is in the past, I just never did, because I was too scared of being a burden, or too scared of being too overwhelming, or scared of, just being too much, right? And as a result, that fear would mean that if I was too much, then therefore they would leave. And if they left, that means that I wasn't worth it. You know what I'm saying? But now I realize that my worth is attached to me, to my word, my thoughts. It has nothing to do with them, any man or any woman, anybody, right? My worth is mine. I get to dictate what my worth is. So as a result, because I know my worth, and because I know that I am worthy and that I'm deserving of simple things like reciprocity, I can say so. I'm not going to tell you that I wasn't scared to make that request. I was very, very, very scared to the point of like nausea. And as I was communicating my request, and I was also communicating my fear, I was like, look, I'm scared to say this, but I'm going to say it anyway. And, I was met with open arms and just kind of like shock. because, hey, I'm me, right? Like Miss Fabulous CEO and, coach. But for myself, sometimes I don't speak up for myself always, but I'm learning now that that's the only way that I will get what I want. Okay? And this is for anybody, for any man or woman out there. Just speak your truth, really. Speak your truth. Say what you need. Speak up for yourself. Because a lot of times in relationships, why we go from relationship that fail all the time is because we don't necessarily learn from our mistakes. We repeat the same mistakes over and over and over and over and over again without really stopping to look at the source of what the breakdown was. And for me, a lot, it would be tiredness. Tiredness as in I gave too much, other person gave too little. And it's not on them. It's just me not making the request. So make a request. Say what you need. Be honest. Be real. And if the person really loves you and cares about you, they will not even think twice about making the request. And if your request is too much and is met with animosity or, disagreement, okay, so be it. Keep it moving. This is where your worth comes in, okay? Somebody who recognizes your worth and is willing to stay and work with you and even compromise, beautiful. Hold on to that person. And the person who's just like, yeah, no, I don't want to, okay, so be it. Send them on their way, all right? Love yourself enough, because that's the only way somebody else is going to love you, okay? Visit me on www.purepeacelifecoaching.com, and there you can find my links for Twitter, Facebook, my blog, and anything else Pure Peace. Do have a purely peaceful day.